Oh no, Chad. Bennett was a minute late. And it gave birth. Please, Lynx, I can't help you with that. Run. That's all I can do. I can just tell you to run and hope you take my advice. Not the message I was hoping to come to, but alright. Okay, chat. Here's hoping. Here's hoping that, DBD is not being dumb for me today. That's all we're hoping for. Hey, Sloth. That's what we're hoping for. That DBD isn't being dumb for me today. Also, that people aren't running the most busted shit all night. Because, yeah. Oh boy. Hi, kid. Spin tap time. It's gonna get to a point where we're just like, spit it's spit time. Like, we just forget what he's even called. Ugh. So, Krasu caused quite a rift in the community, it seems. I've been avoiding a lot of the videos. Spit time. No creepy crawlies tonight. There you go. That's the thing with spiders, though. You can never be sure. 12 hours late? Yes, 12 hours late. Yeah, sorry about that, by the way. So two things happened. One, I'm an idiot and forgot that Midnight Minute would be the next day. And two, I set it for PM because that's when I put my videos up instead of AM, so I didn't think about it. Also, DVD is trying to load. It's getting there. This isn't a good sign, but it's getting there. Hooray, it worked. So many disconnects. I'm sure I've heard the horror stories right now. I wonder if people will be happy that I'm playing Springtrap or if they're going to be more mad. What's Crusher's play rate right now? I'm curious. Because I know a lot of killer players who are just refusing to play her. For a few reasons. Not all of those reasons are she's OP, I don't want to play her. A lot of people aren't playing her because she's getting hot fixed in a couple weeks. Chad, did we take the map survey? I can. I'm going to check Krisu's play rate real quick. But do y'all want me to take the map survey? Holy fucking shit. %. I mean, that's not nearly as high as, like, some other killers have gotten, but after a week? Also, 30, the kill distribution, this is the thing you gotta look for. 33%. That's kind of nuts for 4K. Myers' play rate went up, too. Holy shit balls. I'd say she's more busted than Ghoul was, because at least Ghoul had to still worry about pallets. Yeah, he could just pop them, but, like, he still had to worry about them. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do this. Okay. Thank you for giving feedback, blah, 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 blah. I know. I'm very important behavior, we're aware. We know. Which role do you play the most? More killer. I don't play Survivor much, but I do play it. Half a minute following. I like playing on Sanctum of Wrath. I actually enjoy Sanctum of Wrath. Sanctum of Wrath, yeah, I think it's entertaining. I have a good time playing. These are the same question behavior. Distinctive gameplay elements that differentiate it from other maps. Does it? I mean, it's got a shack. The main building is, like, decent. Like, it's not, like, abysmally overpowered. I'd say neutral. The gazebos are different, I guess. I'd say slightly agree. How survivor-sided or killer-sided do I feel Sanctum of Wrath is? Sanctum of Wrath. I don't. Am I crazy for saying I think Sanctum of Wrath is pretty balanced for both sides? Am I crazy for saying that? Because I feel like on the killer ends, like, you can 3-gen if you want. It's similar to that one Autohaven map, right? As long as you don't go to the other side of the map too much, like, you're fine. And there's enough resources to break where if you're doing your job correctly, eventually it does become kind of killer-sided. But I think survivors have enough of an opportunity to leverage some things to make it not happen that way. Yeah, I'm going to say it's balanced. I genuinely think it is. I think it's one of the more balanced maps in the game. I don't hear anyone complain about Sanctum of Wrath. So, how often do you feel you play on Sanctum of Wrath playing it? Less than I want. Honestly, I feel like I don't get it that often outside of events. To what extent do you agree with the following? I enjoyed themes and fantasy of Sanctum of Wrath. Sure. I appreciate the horror aesthetic. Sure. I want to explore the world Sanctum of Wrath takes place in. Sure. The art style helps immerse me in... sure. Find the path to my desired destination. Yeah. Again, I think Sanctum of Wrath's open enough where that's fine. Coldwind. I'm very familiar with Coldwind. I fucking hate this map. I like playing on Coldwind. Strongly disagree. What a fucking contrast. Is entertaining. Disagree. I have a good time playing on Coldwind. I do not. Distinct gameplay elements that differentiate it from other maps. It fucking does. I will agree with you on that. It does. I hate them, but it does. How survivor-sided or killer-sided do you feel Cowshed is? Again, is this my bias coming out? Because I don't genuinely know if this map is killer or survivor-sided, or I just hate this map. That's the hard thing about, like, talking about maps. Because I've heard arguments for both on Fractured Cowshed. And all the corn maps I've heard arguments for, even Thompson House. People say it's survivor-sided, people say it's killer-sided, and that's not me doing, like, the oh, well, everyone complains thing. I just hate all the corn maps because I can't see anything. Which is a legitimate thing, by the way. I've looked into the research on it. Corn blindness is real. As someone who grew up in cornfields, trust me, it's real. I'm going to say somewhat survivor-sided, mostly because the main buildings are kind of really strong. Apart from actually this particular one, but... And Cow Tree. Cow Tree alone, I feel like, makes them survivor-sided. I'm alive. Yes, I'm alive. Way more than I want. I feel like I get a corn map at least 3 times a night. I enjoy the themes. I do enjoy the themes. I like the idea of it being on a farm. The horror aesthetic, I'm pretty neutral on that. I want to explore the world Fractured Cowshed. Bro, if I wanted to explore this, I could just walk 2 miles down the road. But sure. I'm just going to say neutral. The art style helps immerse me in Cowshed. I will give it that. Again, it does look like a good map. And the fact that it's, like, daytime does separate it, so I think that's great. I can easily find a path to my... No, I fucking can't. Toba? Yeah, I fucking hate Toba. I don't hate Toba as much as some other people, but yeah, I fucking hate Toba. Is entertaining, disagree. I feel like these two, there's very seldom a situation where these two wouldn't just be the same answer. I have a good time playing on Toba? No. Features distinctive gameplay elements that differentiate it from other maps. I mean, there's the ditch. There's the plants. I'm noticing a pattern here. All of the maps that have, like, different things kind of suck. I'd say somewhat, sir. I don't think it's at Survivor side of this people lit on. I think for some killers it is, but I think for most of the cast it's fine. How often do you feel you play on Toba when playing Dead by Daylight? Just about right, honestly. I don't get it too much, too little. I enjoy the themes. I do enjoy the themes. I appreciate the aesthetic. I do. I want to explore. I do. I do. I like that. That I disagree with. I can't see shit on Toba either. Macmillan Shelter Woods. Disagree. There are pallets fucking everywhere on it. I hate this map. Shelter Woods is entertaining. Slightly disagree. I have a good time playing on Shelter Woods. It depends on the team. When it's a team that, like, is trying to, like, actually loop and play the map, I don't mind Shelter Woods. When it's those teams that just pre-drop and run, this is one of the worst maps. People complain about Gideon's for that. I think Shelter Woods is worse. Because at least on Gideon's, once the pallet's down, it's done. On Shelter Woods, that still happens. Because Shack is, like, right off from the main building area. And then there's TL walls still. Like, at least once all the pallets are gone on Gideon's, like, they don't have anything. I'm going to say neutral. It really does depend. Distinctive gameplay elements that differentiate from other maps. It's got the hills, I guess. I'm just going to say neutral. Survivor side, I think it's... I honestly do think... I'd say somewhat Survivor side, just because of how big it is. How often do you feel you play on Shelter Woods when playing Dead by Daylight? Probably less than I feel like I probably should. I enjoy the themes. Slightly agree. Appreciate the horror aesthetic. Neutral. I want to explore the Shelter Woods. Not really. It's just a woods. Our style helps immerse me in Shelter Woods. Sure. Yeah, it's pretty easy to navigate, to be honest. Like mine, I love this map. I like playing on it. Strongly agree. This is the best map they've made in years. It does. It's got the underground section that no one ever goes to. I wouldn't go with strongly, but yeah, it's got the underground section nobody goes to. It's got that unique loop, or the upstairs part that nobody goes to either. Yeah, you can go up the stairs. On the lighthouse thingy, this guy. Yeah, you can go up the stairs there, and no one ever does it, but you can. I will admit it is a little killer-sided, though. How often do you play an Orban like mine when playing Dead by Daylight? Way less than I feel like I want to. I feel like I never get this fucking map. That's why I always get excited when it happens. Agree, slightly agree. Blah. Art style. I love the art style. They made Orman actually look good, which is a fucking Herculean task. Please indicate the degree to which you agree or disagree with the following statement. Which design... When designing new maps, the team should focus on designing to add completely new realms. No. No, I think... Honestly, I forgot who I was talking to about this. I don't know if it was when Scrump was on or whatnot, but... I honestly think we have enough maps. I know we're getting a new realm next year, but I think we have enough. I think we have enough maps. Realms or not, I think we have enough maps. I think we just need to fix the maps we have, make them better and more fun for both sides. I don't know. Maybe I'm the weirdo for that, but I genuinely think. Which of the following themes are the new interest you? College campus. Yeah, that's entertaining. Honestly, a beach. I'm surprised we didn't get this with Houndmaster, to be fair. I've been playing lots of TF2 again after a couple years. That's good. I hop back on every now and again. I play with Kassir sometimes. Which of the following themes for the new realm interest you the least? Probably college campus. Behavior, we have a desert. Behavior, we have a desert. Of the existing realms in Dead by Daylight, which one would you like to see, or like to have new maps added to? Where is it? Where is it? Yo, is Bad Ham not on here? Springwood, yes. I want a different version of Springwood. I want a different version of Springwood so much. One that's not the school. That, like, I feel like there's different locations they could have done. I feel like they could have done a Haddonfield thing with you know, Elm Street. The thing you know what? Otherwise, I would love to see a different version of the game, honestly. I like this idea of having one that's like indoor and outdoor, and I feel like Saw has enough locations that you could totally do that. As for like an original map, Withering Isles, Garden of Joy, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, etc. There's too many. There's too many to put. I would like to see another Dead Dog. I feel like they could do this in a different way. Change up the main building. Maybe have it be like on a train yard. That could be cool. How interested are you in having more things you can interact with on the map? Very. I feel like extremely, actually. Just things like shutting doors behind you. Letting the killer set loops up somehow. I'm trying to think of like other things. Like that's my biggest thing. I just want them to do more stuff like they did on Nostromo. I love the idea of the slow down gas. I love that. It's just a tiny little thing that barely gets brought up. Maybe like fake noises. I can spell. What the fuck? Spell check. Oh my god. Distractions. Hooray. Maybe like cutting off parts of the map. Like, we kind of see this a little bit on some of the maps. Like, Gideon's had, like, the doors or the walls open and whatnot. But I would love to, like... What if, like, when a survivor, like, finishes the gen, a certain part of the map, like, completely gets cut off? Or, like, actually opens up. Again, we kind of see this on, like, Sanctum of Wrath, right? You do the gen in the back, or the bottom. And you can go to the chest on the inside, the middle part of the bottom. But, like, I would love that expanded more, where, like, it actually, like, makes the map bigger somehow. I don't know. Or, like, opens up a new loop, or maybe makes the loop harder because the killer can, like, go around. No water in the realms, I'm thirsty. Don't worry about it. Water's a myth. Unique traversal mechanics, unique map generators, Blood Moon, blah, blah, blah. But themed to map. Unique escape mechanics, verticality, climbable elements. Oh, that's interesting. Unlocking secret sections. I really unlocking shortcuts permanently. There we go. Oh no! Wow, wow! Like everything I want right here. Triggable hazards. Yeah, I wish I could pick more than one. Honestly, what I be least interested in? People are gonna hate me, but verticality. And the reason I don't want verticality is because some killers would suffer because of it. A lot of killers would suffer because of it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. What if, like, the killer or the survivor could close and open them manually? I would love, instead of, like, a god palette, what if, like, there's, like, a hallway, like, what's an example I'm thinking of? What if, like, the RPD, like, arms room, where the guns are held? What if instead of a pallet being there, what if, like, the survivor could push a button and drop the door? And it, like, opens back up after a certain amount of time, and it can only be done, like, once a match or something? That way it's like a god palette, but it can't be redone. Or an elevator. Well, yeah, you could add an elevator. How interested would you be in having a separate queue to specifically play on a map or a set of maps? Very. If a separate queue to play on specific maps, how likely would you? Probably likely. Depends on the map. Separate matchmaking queue to play killer-specific content. Playing against the Deathslinger on Dead Dog Saloon, where the characters from showcase chapters are also available to try for free. I mean, I wouldn't, but, you know, that's a cool idea. How do you typically approach a live match in Dead by Daylight, i.e. not a custom game? With a competitive mindset, with a somewhat competitive mindset. Chat, what would you guys say? Because I'm not, like, super competitive. Right? Because I don't run, like, meta all the time. I could. I know what I should be doing. I just don't do it a lot of the time because I don't find it fun. I wanted a window interactive where if a survivor or killer vault a window, another window on the map closes. Oh, that could be interesting. Like a shutter system? That could be interesting. Yeah, I think I'm more the middle. Like, I'm not, like, super casual. I'm also not super competitive, I feel. I can be if I want to, but, like, I just, yeah. We get the pig slamming, slide the door shut. Game over. Oh, I would lose my fucking mind. What type of map design do you prefer? Would you prefer to see more of in the future with updates? Detailed map art, mirror map amount of layout, such level changes, mostly static. Moderate amount of map layout, level design changes. I would love very periodical. I would love to see the maps, like, completely change all the time. I don't know, maybe it's just me. What type of map environments would you like to see? A mix. Honestly, I don't mind indoor maps. As much as I, like, kind of hate Nostromo, I hate Nostromo because it has a bunch of palettes on it. But the idea of a map that's, like, inside and out, like the Freddy Fazbear's map, I don't hate that map at all. I like this idea of the map, like, having both, because that means you're satisfying both camps of people. And, like, keeping it, like, pretty mixed. Haddonfield has the same thing, right? So I don't mind it. They should add a death pit. There you go. Even the killer can walk into it too. How important is it for you that Dead by Daylight works on the following types of content? New maps, specific interactions. Moderately. Map rebalance, extremely. Seasonal events, environmental decorations. Moderately. New chapters and lobbies. Slightly. New jump scare landmarks, slightly important. The thing with the jump scare stuff and, like, Easter eggs, I like these until, like, the 10th time. Then it's like, Okay, cool. New map from an existing realm? Multiple new landmark structures per release. School bus. I actually think this is very important. I think more maps need, like, signature stuff. New building. Honestly, no. I think the main buildings are fun. How important is it to you that Dead by Daylight works on the following types of content? New maps from a new realm. Slightly. A new shack. Very. I love this. This is one of my favorite things about Nostromo. Is that it has a shack and no one calls it shack, but it is shack. But it's different. It's different from every other shack, and I love it. I love that it is. It's the crashed ship on the, like, corner of the map. I think more maps. I wish every map had its own version of shack. Not every map, but I wish more of them did. Different layouts from existing maps. Springwood. Oh, slightly important. Yeah, no, don't give me Springwood 1 through 5 again. New map wide, interactable lockers, pallets, totems. Sure. Seasonal event lobbies. Multiple new landmark structures. Did you just ask me the same question again? How would you feel if Dead by Daylight had more of this type of content in the future? New maps from an existing realm. I expect it. Map rebalance. I like it. New chapter lobbies. I'm neutral. Neutral. Eh. 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 Yes. Shaq is on Nostromo. What's he doing there? He's hitting them 3-pointers. How would you feel if Dead by Daylight had more of this type of content in the future? Is this the same question? No, it's a... Okay. Neutral. New map varieties. I dislike it. Map reworks. I expect it. Seasonal. I don't really care. Sure. Yes. Okay. How would you feel if Dead by Daylight had less of this type of content? Oh my god, behavior. New maps from an existing realm. Neutral. Map rebalance. I dislike it if they didn't got double negatives. New chapter lobbies. Neutral. Seasonal events. Sure. New buildings. Multiples. New specific interactions. New jump scares. Don't really care. New map from a new realm. Neutral. New map variety layouts. I like that it had less of that. New games. Neutral. Seasonal. Neutral. Blah, blah, blah. 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 Okay. How much do you enjoy learning the layout and features of a new map? I mean, a lot of the maps kind of blend together, so moderately. How important is it to learn a map to play effectively? Moderately. When a new map is released, how motivating is it to learn its layout and features based on whether it's a very static map, highly detailed map, mirror map, amount of layout level? Oh, okay. Yeah, this very motivated. I love static maps. I answered this question wrong earlier, but I love static maps. That's why I like RPD so much, most of the time. Balance, slightly. Very demotivating. You can't learn RNG. That's impossible. In the context of Dead by Daylight, what aspects do you consider the most when evaluating the quality of a map? Its flow. Hooray. Okay. Yay! I took the survey, chat. Let's fucking go. I took 30 minutes. No rewards behavior? I don't get blood points for that? This is bullshit. Damage 30 generators as any killer. Okay. How long do I have for that? 2 days. Okay. Nobody's playing Survivor. Hooray. That's always a good sign. Incredible sign, isn't it, Glitch Trap? Alright, chat. What are we doing today? We're done with all the add-on videos except Freddy's hat, but I've already got footage for that, so... I don't know. I didn't have a plan. I should have come in with a plan. I don't know. I guess I'll just bring a brain off build for Springtrap. Barbecue. Genetic. Actually, fuck genetic. I'll bring Languins. Languind. Like a randomizer? We did it for a little bit, but I can totally do that, yeah. DVD perk randomizer? Perk roulette. Killer. There we go. Hooray. Okay, what we got? 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 Ruin, Rapid, Dissolution, Infectious. All right. I've tried them a little bit. The only one that like seemed very interesting to me for Springtrap was Overture of Doom, and the problem with it is that the survivors often wouldn't do the gen, and I think that was a bigger issue with it. Adept Wesker, there you go. I haven't brought menu in a while. I'm gonna bring menu. I've been trying to wean myself off menu. Yeah, we'll do menu purple guy drawing. Why not? Play Delta Room while playing DBD while doing jumping jacks. Oh my god. That's the new content meta. I knew it. I knew it. Came to me in a dream. Is that globe for Rick or for Laura? Wait, why is this so high up? Is that supposed to be that high up? What the fuck? What? Just now. We follow all the loud noise notifications. Yes, the true lore accurate Springtrap. Is there a perk that lets me know if survivors are looking at me other than Phantom Fear? Because I could totally do like actual lore accurate Springtrap. I only move when they're not looking at me. And if there's a loud notification, I go right to it. Speak of the devil, RPD, hooray. Huzzah! Also, Springtrap is bugged, I'm aware. I'm aware he's bugged. That's a good dodge. Oh, no one's nearby. Wow. Check that out. Jen should be getting done here in a second. She's gonna take that one. Infectious goes off. 2 gens popped. Hooray. He's gonna hop back on that one. Am I gonna win because of negligence? Can you just hit stage 2 real quick? That'd be great. Thanks. Do you have made for this? Do you have decisive? Oh yeah, you do have decisive. Break that, another gen's gonna pop. She doesn't try to dodge it, that's fine. Well, I got her. That is so sad that it took me that long to get her, though. Oh, you're still injured. Why didn't you heal? Laura did have a flashlight. No one's nearby. I can go to main building or main real quick. There goes Ruin. I did not mean to go to this one. That's fine. Damn. I'm rusty. Nice. I'm just gonna leave him. I don't think any other gens are working. Steam just started its autumn sale? Good shit. Okay, Laura's behind me. Someone's upstairs. Another decisive? Okay. Decisive Dead Hard Adrenaline. What the hell did the other ones have? All perks seem subpar since Ultimate Weapon and Weave Attunement. I think what it is, genuinely, is they're just kind of worried about giving certain killers certain perks. I do think that's definitely part of it. GG's, though. They played that really well, all things considered. Get him right at the end. I might actually been able to get him. GG's. Adrenaline, decisive, unbreakable, resilience, decisive, object. Oh, she had object? Why did I not see object come up at all? Lithe, commodious toolbox. Nah, they just played that well. Until I read Weave Attunement. Ah, yes, Weave Attunement. I honestly don't think it's just Nurse. I think Behavior is honestly just scared to make, like, another pain res. Like, genuinely. I think they're scared of having a perk that overtakes everything so much that they can't, like, do anything about it. To the point to where, like, they're still balancing it, like, what, 3 years later. I still can't believe Springtrap got bugged somehow. He wasn't even changed. Alright, what's next? Game of Foot, third seal, fire up, deadlock. Sure. Fire up. Third seal. Oh, come on, but really? Okay. I might as well bring Indo because we have Fire Up and Game of Foot. A build of all time. It's the greatest build ever. Look at it. Look at the majesty of this build. Try to avoid pay to win. Again, that's a line they have to walk, right? With the whole pay to win thing. Because, you know, I've had this argument with people before. What exactly is pay to win? If a licensed killer has a meta-defining perk, is that pay to win? Or is it pay for advantage? And then where's the line drawn for that? Like, it sucks. I hate it, and I don't know how the hell they're supposed to fix it. Office phone would make this build perfect. You're so right. You're so right. You're so right. Why didn't I think of that? I just have to remember to actually vault because I have Fire Up. The problem with the Shrine of Secrets that I said before is that if they do what people want, where it's like, oh, just let people buy any perk they want, why would anyone ever buy a Survivor? Ever. If every perk was in the Shrine, I would never buy a Survivor. There's no point. I would just buy it from the Shrine. Yeah, it's the best energy. Indo and Office phone. You have, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Think about it. Think about the value. Think about it. They're oblivious. And then I get my axe back, and then they're not oblivious anymore, but then I break the pallet right in front of them, and then they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do because they were oblivious 5 seconds ago. Think about it. Think about it. I don't know, chat. We got 6 months of no content. So this is Behavior's chance right here, man. This is their shot. I'd never buy it. Exactly. That's why they can't do that. That's why I've never liked that suggestion. Thanks, Game of Foot. I do think someone had a flashlight. I don't know who, but someone did. The sad realization, he could have gotten that off. They're doing the main building, that's fine. I don't know why I grabbed that. I am really, really, really out of fucking step. We're gonna see Shaq, yeah! That was a good dodge. Oh, that's why they didn't do that one, because of deadlock. I'm dumb. I think they're going to it now, though. Nice tricycle. Take him closer to the center of the map. There goes third seal. Deadlock hit this one. Is this the one with the most progress on it? Really? I do have the Matthew Lillard skin, yeah. I just don't run it very often. I'm not a big fan of it. Oh, that was good. That That was a really good dead hard, man. Really? Oh my god. It constantly makes me wonder, man. Like, shit like that, am I just that bad as Springtrap? Or is it just because he struggles with connecting loops, which is 90% of the loops in the game? Another dead hard user. Hooray. Blame Office Phone. I wish I could blame Office Phone for all of my problems. That would make life so much easier if I could. Really? You're going all the way to Shack. Why would I follow you all the way to Shack? It's my favorite part of the game, chat in-game. Could you imagine if I had loot bag? I find it to be the hardest projectile. I mean, I don't completely disagree with that. God, if I had loot bag, holy shit, I would have won that. I love how abruptly it ends because of the bug. Oh, we got a Sabo build and Flashbang. I didn't see Flashbang go off. Dead hard, dead hard, dead hard. 3 dead hards! Why are people bringing dead hard all of a sudden? I think I'd rather be dealing with sprint bursts. Holy shit. Hangman's Deathbound Plaything Infectious. God, the game loves giving me infectious. Hangman's plaything, infectious. What was the last one? Deathbounds? That's not bad. But instead of clicking for an axe grab, hold it so you don't get it get you to lunge. I don't know if it works. No, because you have to do the input again. You have to do the input again. So I don't think it would work. Yeah, I can run bloody. I don't really know what to bring with this. Yeah, I can do Yellow Rabbit next. Again, I don't really run it too often because I'm not the biggest fan of it, but yeah, I can run it. Fuck it, Chica's Bib restaurant menu, let's go. Fuck, you're dead hard. I'm missing anyways. Too goofy. I don't like the... I don't know. There's something about it I just don't like. It's not nothing specific. I'm just not the biggest fan. I think goofy's the right word. I just don't like how it looks. I like screaming back at Steve Coles. That's a completely valid reason. Understandable. Have a nice day. That's hilarious. There's not enough green trap in the world. It's all bloody white man, Daco, purple trapper, clown. Which one is Daco? Is that glitch trap? I mean, I've never seen Daco and glitch trap in the same room, so you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Fucking Daco. Is there like some hidden lore that like Daco like voice glitch trap that I'm not aware of? Daco is glitch trap canon. You're so right. She didn't have a med kit, so I'm gonna let her go. Holy shit, someone's using a door? Hangman's trick value? Nope. Also, that scream was from Deathbound, by the way, if anyone's curious. I always come back to the hook. Does anyone have a flashlight? It's kind of hoping for Hangman's value a little bit. Also, Sable is oblivious right now. I'm not sure what your plan was. That what the fuck? God, do I love Dead by Daylight. And I would love to mention they still were able to get 2 gens done by doing that. I think that's the thing I hate the most. Bet you dodge that super wide. Have a suspicion they might be a Swift. I'll give that away. Up you go. Oblivious and Plaything might help me out, though. Oh, could you fucking imagine? She's going to check. The fact that I missed both of them. She didn't stay? Where the hell did she go? I thought maybe he'd take the window. You're the one I want, Sable. Decisive? No, decisive. And there goes the other gen, yep. Oof. Sad realization that would have hit them if they didn't move. Vittoria still hasn't been hooked. Someone's over there. I just saw... Yep. I could go for her. Where's the doors? All over there. Vittorio's on the door. He 99'd it. She's running that way. They're probably going to go heal. This isn't a good... Is there a pallet here? No. It does lead right into Shack, though. We'll get our 2k, though, and be done with it. There's Deathbound, so I know where they are. Do they have time for this? Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think they do. GG's, though. I hate how sudden it ends with Springtrap. It's fucking jarring. It could either add 2 more support things. I really wish it just made saboing take longer. It wouldn't be the best thing in the world, but at least it does something. Vigil, Sprint Burst, Finesse, Fixated. Wow, that Sable really wanted her fucking value. Windows, Breakdown. Lynx, it doesn't work in in-game. Anti-camp doesn't work in in-game. It's not supposed to. It's because you get a ventilation error. There you go. Oh, we said Yellow Rabbit. There we go. Grim Embrace, Third Seal, Haywire, Coup de Grace. Haywire, Third Seal... Yeah, no, anti-cam doesn't work in in-game. They did that on purpose, because what else is the killer supposed to do? Coup? Yes, Haywire, it's fine. I'm gonna run poster because of Coup. Sure. No, even with like the anti-tunneling changes they proposed, right? Like even on the PTB, everything stopped working in in-game. Question is, how often is that to happen? It's like back in the day when Decisive Strike worked in-game still, too. That was the one change everyone wanted for it. Everyone was fine with everything with Decisive Strike. They just really thought it shouldn't work in in-game. It was really dumb that it did. It's like it's in-game. What else am I supposed to do? Camp and Tunnel is like the name of the game once the gates are powered. It shouldn't work at all for Bubba. Truer words have never been spoken. This was written by the Bubba gang. Could you imagine if Hangman's just made it so, like, every hook was a Scourge? I don't know, it's not unprecedented to make it, like, add 2 more Scourge hooks, either, the more I think about it, because, 1, Jagged exists, but 2, Monster Shrine does the same thing. I do not like the Matthew Lillard skin. Also, we got Midwich, hooray. Don't ask me why, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I love Midwich. I was expecting a flashlight save from that, honestly. Should probably hop back on this. Love the vids? Well, I appreciate that. And I'm glad you were able to come to a stream. Nice try. Whoop. I'm not the biggest fan of the access panel video I did, if I'm perfectly honest with you guys. %, kind of think I played it straight too much. And now she drops it, by the way. That's what they do, man. They just wait for the...
Was that the bite of 87?
That was. That was a valid DC. That was a valid DC. Let's be 100% honest with ourselves. The Dead Hard? Everyone's running Dead Hard tonight? Because why not? Oh, the DC of 87. Stand still tech, man. It works. It shouldn't, but it does. My favorite thing about Dead Hard is when survivors think it won't work, or it'll work twice somehow. Her infection is like a budget plague. Fair enough, I guess. I have just made the realization all of my gens are upstairs. Hello, Invisible Sable. Man, hearing that sound when you're in a door is just so satisfying. Is Celebrate Poster detrimental? It depends. It can be. On a map like Midwich, not really, because it means that you both get down that hall faster. Fucking blast mine. At this point, it's just patrolling pre-gens. We head to 1. And we walk around. Bring it around town. Like, right there, like, she has the axe. If she keeps that in her, I know exactly where she is. She's working on the gen upstairs. I can hear her. Up you go. Doing good. Weather doing good. Think fast, Shuckle Nuts. You think they're gonna walk right into me? That would be funny. Hello. Thanks, Koo.
Get to scream.
Dead hards. Dead hards everywhere. She had a septic. Was she trying to use it? If only she had the trombone, maybe she would have been spared. Maybe. Maybe. Was she trying to use the septic, maybe? She had trombone. It was on cooldown. I heard it earlier. Yeah, she had tambourine. No, I know she did. I walked by her doing it. I just thought it would be funnier if I just walked by her. Hooray! Level 2 perks I'll never use. Hooray!
Die.
It's the best. No, Celebrate Poster can be detrimental. The thing with Celebrate Poster you need to remember is not to get too caught up on keeping it in the Survivor. There's a lot of times when I see people, including myself, I fall into this trap a lot. I'll hit someone with Celebrate Poster and I'll just leave the axe in them. A lot of times it's better to just hit them with the axe, recall it when you're in a good position to get the hit with the axe. Because basically you're using Celebrate Poster to speed up that little bubble of the game by 12%. That's what you're trying to do with that. So yeah. What's next? What's next? What's next? Discordance, No Way Out, Insidious, Hangmans. Why do I keep getting Hangmans? What was the last perk? No Way Out. I'm not gonna use Overture of Doom! Of Doom! Not today. I have tried it. I like the idea. Genuinely, I really just think this should just apply to every gen. Or like the 3 farthest to make it like corrupt. It shouldn't just be one gen. It's really dumb that it's just one gen. I've had matches where they never touch this gen, even after like all the other gens are done. That's not even considering them like just getting rid of the hex in the first place. Plus, from what I've been told, it tells them you have it the moment they step on the gen. So they might just be going out of their way not to do it. Behold, my overture of Doom! Doom! Doom, girl, Doom. Girl, fetch me a lozenge! Unforeseen Fazcoin. Just throw on, shit. Throw on, Friends to the End so I can find my obsession. What would be cool is if Springtrap gained a or stacking 2% haste up to 8% every 20 seconds, and to get rid of it by being revealed by the cameras. I've thought about that. I have. I really do think if they want people to use the cameras, either Springtrap needs to be debuffed when he's looked through them better, or he needs to be buffed by not being seen. I love that idea because I think it plays into the idea of the games. When you stop looking at him, he's coming for you. What they could have also done is maybe like if he's not revealed on the cams, he like gets aura within a certain range or something, which would actually play into his axe more. Because then he could go for orbitals more often without having to bring certain perks for it. There's a lot they could have done. Is it worth to buy the yellow rabbit skin? I personally don't like it, but if you like Matthew Lillard, yeah, go for it. It's a really high quality skin. I'm just not the biggest fan. What if he's just invisible until he's revealed by the cams? That might be a bit much. The camera should be able to shoot water like trickster knives that slow down Springtrap the more he's shot. We're going to put a pin in that. Do I like the movie? I liked it for what it was. I don't think it's a good movie, but considering what it was supposed to be, I think it was fine. I enjoyed my time with it. I'm hoping the second movie fixes a lot of the problems. The second movie is already shaping up to look more like a horror movie, so the first one really wasn't that scary at all, even for kids, which is a shame. Why are people bringing medkits if the newest killer can break you? That seems kind of counterproductive. I'd be like if Plague was meta and everyone was still bringing medkits. It's like, okay, why? Why, though? Let survivors spam the flashlights on the cameras. Oh my fucking god. Don't give them another avenue. You think it was not scary? I don't think it was scary enough. I get like, it was made for kids. I get that. But, like, I don't know. It also... And again, this is just because I'm a fan. It feels like they didn't do enough when they could have done way more. Rah! White man jump scare. Should be terrifying for you, V.
Whatever you do, don't move.
Can I get there in time is the question. Oh, that was good. Not gonna lie, the kid crying, Black was so corny they laughed out loud. Wait, the kid crying Black.
Right where you belong.
God, they hopped on that and hopped right off, huh? Good dodge. Of course he's not staying in the loop. Why would he stay in the loop?
Damn it!
I gotta leave him. I don't think anyone had a flashlight. That was ambitious. Oop. Are the exit gates super laggy? Couldn't tell you that one offhand. I got time. Yeah, you guys gotta come for this. Did she even do the animation? Brain chopping and the woman in half was pretty scary. Yeah, for like a second. God, that is so easy to dodge. Hello.
You're not going anywhere.
He more than likely went into shack. Here's what we're gonna do. Head back over to Rick. Sable is dead hard. I need to remember that. Who is this?
Gotcha.
I don't know why he did that. Sable is dead hard. Just need to remember that. Decisive? Yep. Does she know I know she knows I know? I think she knows I know she knows I know. Hi, Dwight.